Hello students, today we will discuss review of torque equation of DC machine. In last video we have discussed about the EMF equation of DC machine. DC machine as well as DC motor or generators. So today we describe the torque equation, how torque developed in DC machine. So first we introduce how develop a torque in DC machine and what is the importance, because when our torque for the controlling of DC drives, so the torque is play important role in a controlling of DC drives. So first you introduce about a torque. When a DC machine is loaded either as a motor or as a generator, then the rotor conductors carry the currents. So these conductors lie in the magnetic field of the air gap between the armature and magnetic fields. So thus each conductor experiences force. The conductor lie near the surface of the rotor at a common radius from its center. Hence, a torque is produced around the circumference of rotor. So this is the easily way to understand how torque developed in the DC machines, and the rotor will start at rotating. So when the machine operates as a generator at a constant speed, this torque is equal and opposite to that provide the prime movers. When we talk DC machine is operating as a motor, DC motor, then the torque is transferred to the shaft of the rotor and drives the mechanical loads. So these are the basic phenomena between as a generator or as a motor. So the expression is the same for the DC machine work as a generator or as a motor. Expression will be the same. So when the current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, then a force is exerted or it which exerts turning the movement. So that is torque equal to force into distance, perpendicular distance managed between the conductors. So this torque is produced due to the electromagnetic effects. So hence it is called electromagnetic torque. The torque which is produced in the armature is not fully used at the shaft for doing the useful work. Here we produce total torque produced in the armature is not fully used at the shaft for doing the useful work, that is driven by the DC motor. So some part of it were lost due to mechanical losses. The torque which is used for doing useful work is known as the shaft torque. This is the useful torque because the power, electrical power convert to mechanical by the shaft torque. So now here you can see how we derive the torque equation. For the derivation of torque equation, we take a equivalent circuit of DC motor. This is the ideal circuit representation of DC motor as well as armature of DC motor. Here you supplied the voltage and this RA, this is the armature winding resistance and this is the motor. So here you induce the back EMF and here this shows the load which driven by the DC motor. Here this is the two parts brushes and this is the shaft. So the useful torque is obtained by the shaft. This is to do the useful work and other remains is the losses in some parts of here, air gap or copper losses or field losses. So for consideration of this equivalent circuits by using KVL, we write the equation V equal to EB plus IARA. That is the means supplied voltage V equal to back EMF induced across the armature of the DC motor plus voltage drop here. This is the circuit representation of armature of a DC motor. If we multiply IA in the equation first, then we get in both sides. So here this is the input power and this is the output and this is the losses which produced by the armature resistance, rheostatic loss, or it may be called copper losses, where VIA, the product of this is called electrical power input to the armature, and I square RA, second terms, is the copper loss in the armature. So we know that the total electrical power supplied to the armature equal to mechanical power developed by the armature plus losses due to the armature resistance presence here. So now the mechanical power developed by the armature is PM. PM equal to this term EB into IA. Also we know that the mechanical power rotating armature can be given regarding torque T and speed N. Pm equal to omega into T, where omega equal to 2 pi N into T, the rate speed of the armature in radian per second, where N is the revolution per second, RPS, and torque T is in Newton meters. So hence the equation equating both here PM and PM. So 2 pi nt equal to EBIA, or develop the torque T equal to EBIA upon 2 pi N. So this is the required torque equation in the DC motors. But here you can see from last slides where EB is the back EMF of the DC motor is represented in the following parameters, where 5 flux, that total conductors used in a DC motor, N is speed in RPM, and P number of poles, is the number of parallel paths, is the same as whenever we derive the EMF equation of the DC machine as a motor. So where N is the speed in revolution per minute. If you convert in RPS, so then small n equal to capital N upon 60, where n is the speed in RPS. So therefore back EMF EB equal to phi Z small n P upon A. Here capital N upon 60 is represent the small n. So the torque equation is given as T equal to phi Z P upon 2 pi A into I. From this expression you can see torque developed by the DC motor is directly proportional to the armature current and as well as flux produced in the magnetic field of DC motor. All parameters are constant. So for a particular DC motor, the number of poles P and the number of conductors per parallel path Z upon A are constant. So torque equation becomes T equal to K phi Ia, where K is the constant and the value of Zp upon 2 pi A. So you can see from this relation that torque developed by the DC motor is directly proportional to the product of flux and armature current. So thus from the equation of 5 it is clear that the torque produced in the armature is directly proportional to the flux per pole and armature current. Moreover, the direction of electromagnetic torque developed in the armature depends upon the current in armature conductors. So if either of the two is reversed, the direction of torque produced is reversed and hence the direction of rotation. So what? When both are reversed, the direction of torque does not change. So hence I hope you clear the concept of torque, how torque developed by the DC motor, which help to understand the speed torque characteristics which demanded by the load as you talk in controlling the DC drive. So next video we will describe the speed and torque characteristics and what is the impact of armature voltage as well as armature resistance. Thanks.